yo, fresh out of the mailbox, got that new 𝗙𝗃 Shine Punch to test out to see if it's any good. Now, one of the things that the 𝗙𝗃 brand does is good booze, because money lives in the heartland of bourbon. Like, he's got distilleries down the block. He probably lives in a barrel. So needless to say, the first time that I smelled the 𝗙𝗃 fragrance, I was like, hey, yo, this is pure alcohol. Let me drink it. And then went to the hospital with food poisoning. I kid. Kind of. But we got that new Shine Punch, which reminds me a little bit of Hawaiian Punch, and hopefully, it's good. Let's roll my music so we can check out the new 𝗙𝗃 Shine Punch. Why'd I keep doing that stupid accent?
I don't know, you tell me.
Blessing one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is, it's your boy 𝗙𝗿 Shout out to 𝗙𝗃 for sponsoring today's video and sending over the new Shine Punch in their funky new presentations as I showcased before. Nobody else is doing barrel-aged actual wood casks for their presentations. Very cool, very quirky, very brand appropriate, and not cheap to do. So to make my life easier to figure out what's in this fragrance, the notes are as follows. So the notes are listed as Maggie Valley Moonshine. Sounds small townish where the cousins know each other intimately. Followed by pineapple, blackcurrant, then cherry, mandarin, orange, lime, bergamot, and green apple. Literally sounds like, in my brain, an entire bag of rainbow Jolly Ranchers sitting in a vat of moonshine, or as we would call it on our block, a nutcracker. Just something that is mixed in a bathtub, put in a Chinese food wonton cup, sold for 10 to 20 bucks, and Lord knows that you're gonna wake up ass naked in a group of naked people with a searing pain in your rectum.
And why do you know that?
I'm not speaking from experience. Alright, so let's get to smelling this joint. Let's unbox it right here. You pull a little tab. Boom. Let's let this piece out. Oh, almost dropped it. Alright, and it comes in this nice, cute little presentation with a very red, sweet looking juice. And it says, Shine Punch! I'm so stupid. So let's see if he's able to knock out the boozy element, that moonshine energy, which I'm not wildly familiar other than the jars that they sell at the liquor stores that aren't real moonshine, but them shits will get you sauced up. I remember the one time that the Dominicans on the block tried to make their own fermented version of moonshine with random fruits. I'm sure they had gnats in it, but at that age, my immune system was bumping and I drank the shit. Needless to say, I started eating the fruit and I was just mildly hallucinating. So here goes nothing with my first impression of Shine Punch by 𝗙𝗃. Atomizer check, very nice distribution, let's go. It is a fruity cocktail of, whoa. I'm good, I'm fine, nothing's wrong. Oh, it is sweet. This shit kind of smells like Kool-Aid, fam, the red color. Watermelon fruit punch, a lot of, Jolly Rancher and alcohol. I profiled the shit out of this scent. Very playful, sweet but not overly sweet. It's got a white, clear, Everclear-ish 151. I made bad decisions with mad fruit. Even with so much fruit, it's not overly sweet. It's kind of ballsy. Ooh, reminds me of my stomach pumping story.
It's story time!
Alright, so let's go backtracking. Early 2000s, Uncle Cuba was typically in the 6D apartment where I threw all my house parties, which happened to be a great friend of mine whose father was a very prominent figure in the political party, let's say. And we decided to have one of our usual fuckery sessions where a bunch of people were invited over and they brought over 99 bananas and 151. And Big Dick Cuba, 300 pounds or so, was like, yeah, I could drink anything under the table. And I don't drink soda, ginger ale now with like cocktail, but I don't drink soda, so all they had as a mixture was soda, and I was so kind of tipsy already. I was like, just give me that shit straight in a solo cup. I was tossed up, just boom. I did about, no lie, about 4 cups, solo cups, not full, but with ice, of 151, and the day started with Brugal rum, because the whole reason we had the get together is because a couple of people came in from DR, so I had DR, 𝗙𝐿. I had a 6-pack of Corona because the neighbors downstairs wanted, their kids were coming from the airport and they were like, yo, do you mind waiting for them? They're coming in a cab and I just want to make sure they're safe because I got to run and pick up a package. So as payment, they gave me a 6-pack because of course I'm a degenerate. So I got the 6-pack, I'm outside on the stoop waiting, drinking that shit. Then we go back to the 𝗙𝐿. Then I did a little of that white powder and then I jumped into the 151 and it was only across the hall, so I would just teeter-totter. I was walking to my apartment, but the way that I was walking was using the wall as a crutch, so I was sliding against the wall. So I get to my apartment and at that time I was in my youth, so I was living with my grandparents. I fell asleep in the hallway of the apartment, fully clothed, bathing in my own urine and puke, to the point where we had to go to the hospital and Uncle Cuba got introduced to the wonderful world of stomach pumping.
Brother,
Needless to say, I threw up so aggressively that my face had bursted with so much capillaries that I looked like I was sunburned and my eyes were no longer white, they were cherry red. So I say that to say this. This brings upon bad memories that are also great. Let's try this joint on skin. All right, here we go. Let's do one quick spray. I mean, the sillage bubble right now is definitely on point. Proper distribution in the air of this Jolly Rancher confectionery with alcoholic tendencies. This is an old man in a rocking chair whittling away at wood, living his best life with $5 in his pocket. It's actually fucking nice. Even with all the levels of sweetness that I was smelling on the test strip, it still manages to have like a decent amount of masculinity. It's dry, fruity, you get a lot of apple-y, pineapple kind of essence right on top. You definitely get that red powdery Kool-Aid essence, and you get all the clear alcohol that you're looking for. This is just a bunch of bad decisions. Like, stay away from this. Should have like a child disclaimer on it. It's a fucking nice scent. The kid knows how to do booze. I mean, he's definitely been to a couple of meetings. Damn. So if you're looking for something that smells like an entire wet bag of Jolly Ranchers sitting in a vat of moonshine and getting ready to go to a frat party and getting pulled over for a DUI and we don't know if it's the fragrance or the actual alcohol breath you have, this might be a good option for you. It is straight up Kool-Aid, moonshine, Jolly Ranchers in a wet bag, and still somehow has handsome elements. And addictive too. Shit, it's pretty fucking good. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested in this piece. It's addicting as shit. Either that or it's Friday and I want to get really tanked. Either way, it doesn't sound bad. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Do you have any wild stories you want to share? Because I got plenty. Follow my Patreon. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.